Hello, everybody. Monkey D. Caleb here. Long time no see. Happy New Year's Eve. I wanted to get this up before 8 p.m. Central Time on New Year's Eve. I am going to be out with friends and enjoying the day, so I will not be, present to whatever. Either way, it's been a while. This video is long overdue. I wanted this to be on Friday. The Final Space Friday video of 2021. So I'm finally going to watch Olan Roger, as you can see here. Olan Roger's video of Goodbye Final Space. I'm not happy for it. I had to listen to the first 5 seconds of it just to make sure everything was fine with audio quality. It's been a while since I did this, and there was a lot of issues going on with my computer. So upgrading next year is definitely happening for my computer, my microphone, and hopefully my camera into 2022. But let's talk about mainly first the reason as to what the delay was. I wanted merch for Final Space, specifically Mooncake, and then I got this hoodie. So yeah, this is Widow Mooncake. My kids absolutely love him. They want to watch Final Space because of him now. My oldest, always questioning things, really wants to know what the reason is behind Mooncake, who the Lord Commander is, because he did a Lord Commander voice, and I thought it was so funny, because I go, you sound like the guy that chases Mooncake. So, I wanted merch, and I found merch on the Space Cadet website. I'll put the link in the description for it in case you guys want to support the merch too. But I found it through Olan Roger's Instagram because he promotes it on there, and then I found that, and I've been wanting merch for months. I just had to get the right things in order as far as purchasing it, and then about 2 to 3 weeks later it arrived. So that was really cool. I'll make sure I'm not too loud on the microphone. Again, been a while since I used this, did a couple tests, but still something slipping through the cracks. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to end my final space video of 2021 with merch, and then there's also some additional news as far as Final Space goes outside of the series. So I will get to go over that after this video. For now, without further ado, and yes, I've waited this entire time to watch this video. Without further ado, let's watch Goodbye Final Space.
I didn't want to be the one to tell you this. I wish I could have hid behind just a blind social media post. Just wrote a nice message, and then not have to do this. But I felt like I owed you guys the FaceTime, and I felt like this was worth the video. And by now you probably know it's not good news. So let's just rip the Band-Aid off, okay? There's gonna be no more Final Space. There's no season 4. For now, at least, it's over. And there's only in Hollywood, there's only so many times you can survive a merger. And as luck would have it, Final Space survived 1, but we couldn't survive number 2, okay? We couldn't survive the second merger. And for those international fans, we're not really like a Netflix show. In the States, we're owned by TBS, which is owned by Warner Brothers. And they're about to go through another merger, and the TBS 5 years ago is a different TBS than today. They tried, man. They tried to keep it going. They fought for it. They tried to manifest it. They tried to manifest that season 4, but it just didn't. It didn't happen.
Sorry about that. My son came through real quick.
But it just didn't. It didn't happen. The last thing that I heard was that they were trying to find a way to do kind of like an hour-long special, but to not hold my breath. Look, I know a lot of you are going to be sad. Heck, even some of you may even be happy it's not continuing. For better or worse,
I'm sad.
I'm so unbelievably humbled that you all would even take the chance to watch the show, I remember when I was 14 years old, and I was making short films with my dad's camcorder. And I didn't have anybody to watch anything of mine. All I had was my brother, and I would beg my brother to come in and watch the new thing that I made. And And millions of people have watched Final Space all over the world. That just blows my mind. It blows my mind. I never would have thought that Final Space would have went worldwide. I was always like, oh, it's just gonna be aired in the States. But no, it found an audience all over the world. Probably even more so than the United States, you know? Like, it's one of those things that I always I'm so amazed by. The show was about dealing with loss. It was about loneliness. It was about love. It was about finding that family. And for all of its faults, like my terrible voice acting, I tried to get better. I tried.
No, it was
and,
good.
Just the bad luck. It's just sometimes you just get bad luck of going through 2 mergers, a pandemic, juggling between multiple networks. I mean, we made 3 seasons of a show.
Yeah.
There are better shows that get canceled for way less. And we had 3 seasons. I think season 1 was actually the only year that we actually made a show in like normal circumstances.
Oh, dang.
And I think it's just sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. You just get a bad hand and you got to play it. I'm not going to cry.
Clap. Oh, no.
I'm not going to cry, okay? I put all of my heart into this show. I did.
That's hurting me.
And maybe that's why it hurts so much. Maybe that's why. I'm sorry. Why? Why am I this guy?
Oh.
I mean, it's and it's a good hurt. It made me appreciate all the times I had with Gary and Quinn and Avocado and Little Cato and Ash Fox, all of them, except for Kevin. Freaking Kevin. I would love to put an ending to this. I would so much. I would love to put an ending with this. I never intended it to end at the end of season 3, the halfway point. The dark
halfway
night
point.
of the soul. And if the opportunity comes
Wow.
years from now, I'm there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hopefully.
What do you need from me? I mean, I think about how it ends all the time.
Don't spoil it.
All the time.
Don't spoil it.
At least once a day. And it'll probably sit there and I'll keep playing through it, probably for a long time. It's it's almost like eating like your favorite dessert, right? And you're taking bite after bite, and then right before that last bite, somebody pulls the tiramisu away from you, and you're like, no, I didn't get to finish it, and it's just, you just got to enjoy the 3 bites that you had, And there are a couple other Final Space things out there in the ether that could come out as far as a game or games. I played both, actually, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is VR and the other one's console. And I played both, and oh my God, they are fun. They are so fun. So as the lights go out on Final Space, I just want to say thank you to all of you, to the animators, to the artists, to everybody that was a part of this thing, the crew, just even TBS, everybody that breathed life into Final Space. Thank you. Thank you. Sincerely, to the bottom of my life pumping organ right there. Thank you so much for just watching, for caring, for supporting the show in every which way you did. It means the world to me. And don't worry about me. I'm already working on a ton of new projects. All right? Whatever the next thing is, or the next thing that takes off, I would love for you to follow me. And, I'll put my tags on all the social media platforms that I'm at. My hope is that the show sparked at least one person to go out and make their own story. Then it was all worth it. It was all worth it. 100%. The past 5 years of going through all the things that Final Space had to go through, it was worth it. Because that, to me, giving somebody inspiration is one of the most beautiful and pure things that you could possibly do. And that would mean it was worth it to me. And look, I know it's in making your own thing, it's a vulnerable thing. You're putting it out in the world for people to judge it. You're saying, this came from me, What do you think? And I'm just gonna say this. I'll say this. Try your best. And you might say, what if my best isn't good enough? Well, I would say it's good enough for me.
Jeez. Well, alright. Now, I'm just going to dive straight head into this. So, that was Olan Roger's goodbye video. You could tell he's heartbroken. Rightfully so. You were working on a story for years. You finally got it pitched. You finally got it piloted. It busted off more than you knew. And then it just ended. So, it's like... I understand what Olan Roger... I don't understand exactly what he's going through. I know what it's like to try hard for something and then it falls through. And the thing is that Final Space is not a bad series. It's not. Again, I hated Season 2. Like, I'm very strong about how much I hated Season 2 and Season 3. But as I got to, like, explore more on, like, Twitter and Instagram, I saw, like, a lot of things people didn't like about Season 3. So, there was a lot of things people liked and disliked. But a lot of people, I haven't really come across anybody who was like, I'm dropping Final Space, this is a garbage series. I've never seen those comments. Maybe either I didn't look hard enough, but it's also not a big enough of a voice to dislike Final Space. To me, it's more of a voice to actually like Final Space. From what I've read, the awesome comments I get for just watching this series that was recommended to me by another YouTuber. I've been wanting to watch Final Space since it first came out. I remember watching Season 1 on the TBS app. I was in a relationship at the time and the breakup went bad, so I didn't continue Final Space. So I'm brought to my attention, and it got me the most attention on my channel that I have seen. For a channel that I've been trying to do video games on, it was with Final Space, a show, and the fan base found me. If you go and look at my first couple of videos of just reactions, it's in the thousands. So there are people out there who love Final Space. There are people out there who appreciate and love you, Olan Rogers. So thank you for an amazing series to you. Thank you, TBS and Adult Swim, for even getting this series off, even though Season 2 we got to talk about for real. So yeah, it's over. And you know what? Sorry, there's a little background noise thing. Yeah, personal... Thank you to Olan Rogers. Thank you for making this video come out the way it did. It not just your goodbye video, because you can tell you were honest in it. You cried. You came at us the emotions, the support, the humbleness. It was awesome to see that, and it was awesome watching your series and your ideas come to life. Now, I'm not giving up hope. This is my final Space video for 2021 for now. But like he said, there is a VR game, and then there is a console game. I came across those news on his Instagram, and the little sneak peeks on his Instagram too. That was awesome, and I can't wait for those to come out. And the more people support that, more people support the merch shop, the more we may get like a Final Space even sooner. Because, even though it's a show and it needs views, you need funding from other sources as well. That's why like things like Teen Titans didn't last as long, because toys weren't selling as much. So, the more merchandise and things we go out to pay for Final Space, the more we show our support. And this is my way of showing support. So, if you... and disclaimer, this video is not sponsored at all. They didn't send me those. I paid for those because I wanted to support Final Space. And I have everything else I've done on my channel from... Gen something, I dropped that series, to like Ruby and things like that. Like I wanted Ruby merch, but that was like hard to come by and it wasn't worth putting it into. I wasn't trying to support it that much. Final Space, I wanted merch badly. Mooncake is sold out on the site. I got lucky the day I decided to actually go on the site and see that Mooncake was available. I said click and buy right away. So, there's a lot of support. There's only so much they can do, but we're going to, as fans of Final Space and lovers of the series, we will gladly support it any way we can. So goodbye to Gary, goodbye to Avocado, goodbye to Little Cado, goodbye to Quinn, goodbye Robot. But it's so long, we'll see you later, because he's not giving up. And listen, Olan, if season 3 was the halfway point, did you expect a season 6? Or are you just saying it was just the halfway there and it was going to really just finish off in 4? I would love to know that, because if there were more seasons to do, I would love to react to that again. So I'm definitely going to be following you for a while. I already loved your hilarious comedy videos that you would do on your channel. Ghost in the Stall had me crying so hard I almost peed my pants in the car when my friend showed me it. So a lot of your videos are hilarious. They make me laugh. They made me laugh so hard I've cried. And then your voice acting as Gary was just so on point to you yourself being Gary and Gary being you. So dude, you're awesome. And it's very appreciated for you. But I'm like all over the place with this. I'm just excited. I'm heartbroken. But I'm not giving up. I know we will get an ending to Final Space. And it just takes time, it takes work, it takes effort. And unfortunately right now, being a pandemic too, the work, time, and effort has to be quadruple what you would normally put to keep a series going, because during the pandemic, it's harder for people who are trying to start things and get projects and certain series and their own personal things going. It's kind of built like a kind of a wall as far as harder work to deal with. So yeah, so thank you, Olan Rogers, for Final Space. Don't think people have given up, because no one has. I sure as hell am not the only person who is like, Final Space will be back one day. You got a lot of people who are out there for it, and the more you show with the video games, we're gonna get it. I don't have a VR yet, but I'm buying one in 2022, and when I do, when your game drops, that's going to be one of the ones I buy. And then your console game, I'm not gonna lie, that was news to me in this video, because I've seen the VR gameplay, but I haven't seen the console. So if there's more of the console out there, I'm definitely gonna show that and look at that here in just a bit. But yeah, thank you so much. I will also be buying the if there's a Final Space soundtrack album, I will be buying that as well, because listening to that was awesome. First the opening, and then just plays other themes throughout the episodes and series. And it's really cool. So I'll definitely be getting that as well, just to show my main support. If somehow, Olan Rogers, you come across this video, just a huge thank you from one of your fans by the name of Caleb, or Monkey. And huge, obviously, thank you. Chokity! And now to my fellow subscribers who have loved my reactions for this, thank you so much for following me. My timing is scarce. My living situation is very all over the place. Things are changing in 2022. I don't know if I'll be back to like doing reaction videos or gaming videos just yet. There is going to be things coming in the future. I have some projects planned, but I want the right setup for it. I'm blessed to have this kind of setup, but I can do better. And if I can, when I can do better, I'm going to. So first thing right now I'm aiming for is a new PC, then a new mic, then a new camera. Once that's all set, and hopefully the new location, albeit, will be set, it'll be awesome. So you may still get videos from me. I can't promise no videos. I like putting out things on YouTube when I definitely have time and effort, and my projects are in my head, and I'm not overthinking and doing 1,000 things at once. That's kind of what happened with this video. I was doing 1,000 things at once, and then eventually I was like, you know what? I want merch for this final video. And it's the final one of 2021. Going into 2022, there'll be more things to come. Also, I'm just going to put this in the channel so I can hold myself to it when I come back to this video. I can't wear those. The biggest size on the site doesn't fit me. I mean, it does, but it's tight. And there's been a lot of working out, so they do fit me a lot better than they would have, let's say, like 6 months ago, when it was just terrible for my weight. So I'm going to be improving myself, and I'm going to make it where I can wear those shirts. And more to come, because on the Space Cadet shirt, at the Space Cadet site, there's more shirt. You know what? Hold on. Okay. So, and I'm sorry, the site is starcadet.com, okay? I'm sorry, get out of here, I don't need you here. Look at this, look at the merch they have on this site, because this is the Final Space section. They had limited edition posters, sold out unfortunately. The limited edition Final Space box, which was sold out too by the time I wanted to get something. The long sleeves, the t-shirts, and these aren't sold out. They're limited, because, you know, Final Space is still like one of the smaller series, is my guess. But yeah, I have this shirt. As you can see, I had to get the clasp of hands for my favorite shirts. Look at this Mooncake Planet Killer shirt. I'm buying another set soon. Like, I need more of these shirts. And I'm buying them all the same size, so I have a goal to reach towards in losing weight. Because 2022 needs to be the year that something is done about my weight. Definitely have some of these long sleeves. And then since I have the sweatshirt, I'm definitely getting the sweatpants. So things just ended up matching, and it's a perfect setup. So, yeah. So this is the Starcadet site, though, that you guys can clearly see as I'm scrolling through. This is the site we go on to get the final space things. Now, what's really cool about this, though, too, again, I'm not sponsored. I'm just taking the time to show this off to people who love the series. You can add all this to your cart, right? And then there's something called shop pay. And I guess, well, I don't know why. You know what? No, let's do it. Okay. So yeah, shop pay. Here's it. Basically, you can do 4 interest-free installment orders for things over $50. So you can load up that cart, which I did to I think about like $150 worth of stuff. What was it, like 30? Yeah, around then or so. And that's what I did. And I think I'm on my 3rd payment. Is going through next week, and then my final one will be after that. And it was only like $36 every 2 weeks. So definitely because that happened. Once this one's over, I'm going to jump immediately into buying my next set of shirts to go into the next set of more merch to show support and love for the series. So yeah, Starcadet.com, links in the description. Definitely go share it. Now, while I still have you guys and some free time on my hands, because this will be an easy edit and upload, let me get some information in regards to the Final Space VR and console game. Just one moment. Okay, so there's like no articles on it or nothing I could find as far as like the first couple of links or so. I did find the original video of the sneak peek, so I guess Olan Rogers has really kept it like tight-nipped until his goodbye Final Space video. Which is really good, because I hate when things are leaked or spoiled. I think it's wrong to leak things that were, unless they're purposely meant to be, leaked by the designer, which at that point it's not a leak, but hey, when people spoil things that everyone could be surprised about and enjoy, especially hate spoilers. Oh my gosh. Either way, it's a 15-second video. It was from the Final Space Twitter. He also posted, remember Olan Rogers also posted it on the Final Space Instagram. It says, "Happy Final Space Friday. Here's a first look at the upcoming Final Space 4-player co-op VR game from Matt Grab. Full trailer, more details will be coming soon." This was December 3rd. I remember how amazing it was for it. So, I'm hoping we get Final Space. But again, with this stuff coming out, the more we buy this, the more we show support, the more we kind of set in stone a Final Space we'll get later on. Yeah, so here we go. Final Space. I forgot that's all it was. That's the reason I thought there was more. I like gross my expectations, even though I remember taking like a little sneak peek at this. Oh man. Alright, I saw this before. Okay. Well, yeah, there we have it then, folks. That's the next thing to look forward to. So, I know they said trailer coming soon, but I don't know if I'd react to it in 2022 as far as the game goes for Final Space. Let me know what you guys want, if you want me to react to it. So, if I get a VR game, right, and it comes out, like, let's say, next year, summer or something, that would probably be a bit easier to, like, be like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna record this gameplay series, and then maybe I'll have a VR by then and play it. I've always been more console than VR, so I was, really hoping it'd probably be like a dual release or something. I know on Olan Rogers' Twitter, he had mentioned that, like, the VR game they're gonna get another trailer soon, and like by soon, I think he means by January next month. So, January trailer that usually means a release within a couple months from then, or maybe a year from then. I don't know. So we'll just kind of see, but hoping for more information on the console, because again, I already have console. I'll buy it for console. VR, that's a bit more you have to work for. So that's about it. That's about it. Full raw reaction and response from me in regard to this whole goodbye to Final Space. So my final thoughts on it again is that it's not over. It'll come back. He did mention the hour-long special. I would not want that. Because Final Space has been, since season 1 and 3, never count 2. Just kidding. From season 1, 2, and 3, in all honesty, the story was building across. If it ended in an hour special, that just feels like a slap in the face. And I know he's doing whatever he can to deliver it to us, and whatever we get, I'm going to be grateful for. But I don't agree with it being an hour special. I think it should be a fight for another season. See how it goes from there. If season 4 is the final season, end it as a full season. Season 4 is not the final season. Give it your all for season 4, promotion, support, things and such, and then see if there's gonna be enough for season 5. I don't know how recording and things like that work, production and stuff like that. But I do know is that Final Space was a good enough series from Olan Rogers that no bias at all, I believe it should have a proper finish, being a season series, not a grand hour finale, because there's no way you can end all that with the planets, the multiple Titans in those Earths, Lord Commander, Ash, and Invictus. The way all of that tied at the end, especially with Gary and them, from Final Space, I'm talking about. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but the way the last minute ended, I couldn't see you suddenly just put an hour-long video out that ends everything across 3 seasons. Now, if season 4 builds up to close those pieces and then an hour special, boom, that makes sense to me. But just the way it ended from season 3 to 4, it would be such a rush thing for beating Invictus. It's crazy. It's wild. That's how I would see it. So, but yeah, obviously they're going to do what they need to. Owen's going to do what he can to give us an ending. I know he has one he's intended. I hope he gets there with it. So, again, try to support him as much as you can. If you don't have the money to support him or whatever, definitely go on his YouTube channel, subscribe to him, say hi in his comments, like his videos. So, and if for some reason or way, Olan Rogers, you see this, hey, how you doing? No, please leave me a comment, because I would love to see or hear what furthermore you may have, because I want to know, when could we expect this series? What else are you doing? Is it going to be through another channel outside of Adult Sim TBS? Are most of the voice are you still trying to hope to keep all the voice actors going? I definitely could never see the series not going without you being as Gary Godspeed. Or is it Goodspeed? Shoot, it's been a while, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. See, and I'm not a crazy, diehard fan that knows and remembers every little detail. I'm just someone who really enjoyed the series, watched it, and wanted to share my experience with other people. That's it. So, all right. Well, Happy New Year. 2022, we're in the corner. For all of you, if you've had your own struggles the past couple of years during the pandemic or in general, I pray that going into 2022, your year is so much better. Thank you so much for supporting me. Even when I was gone for months on end, subscriber count was still going up, and I was like, what? And I read every single comment that came through. Unfortunately, I can't respond to every single comment when they were coming through, but I read every single comment even when I stopped reacting. So thank you guys so much for your support, for your conversations I got to read, be a part of, and for giving me motivation to continue. Because if season 1 didn't take off, I don't think I would have continued the series. Well, that's not true. I would have had free time. I probably would have. But either way, you guys still motivated me. I just sound so bad, like a cop out. No, either way, it was to motivate reading those comments and being like, all right, I can't wait to get the next episode out. Because for sure, from season 1 to season 2, you guys pumped the crap out of me. I was so excited when season 1 ended and everyone was like wanting to see my reaction to season 2. I was like, yo, let's go. So, and I accidentally bought all of season 2 on Amazon Prime. The season I like the least, I own. But all right, well, this is Monkey D. Caleb, wishing you a happy new year. God bless you. Expect changes. Even when hardship comes your way, don't give up hope. Peace out. It's kind of like a little fun after video if you stayed for like the little Easter egg at the end. Dude, I know I said goodbye, and I had this up, and I just didn't want to like stop my video to be like, read this in front of y'all, because that's what I was doing if you didn't notice. But I'm not on Twitter a lot. I'm not on social media a lot in general besides like YouTube. And when I talked about Instagram, it just happened to be on there at that time. But like, look at all the stuff he's had on his Twitter going on, and it's like, damn, dude, I wish I was part of that more. So definitely, there's some podcasts I get to listen to. So there's podcasts to listen to, and then he also does talk about on here that he's looking for some kind of way to like end the series. So some of you guys probably already commented that down below, which I appreciate that because you guys are smart and on top of it more than I am. But that's awesome. So hey, Olan, keep it up, man. Really hope we get something out from you from Final Space. And I think I'm gonna have to just bring back my social media just to keep an eye on Final Space. That's really it. That'd be it. All right, guys, peace out. Have a wonderful new year.